You know, all of my life I didn't see abuse. It was always that Lifetime Channel movie, and you would see women getting beat up, and it was like, wow, oh my gosh. And then I was always, which I think most people are if they see it, looking in, I would never. You know, I always thought, if a man ever tried to put his hand on me, I would be gone in a second. Like, what in the world? Why does this girl stay? Well, when it happened to me, and I had never seen it, and it was so foreign, but when you get into an abusive relationship, abusers are all so good at faking who they are. You know, they don't let you on to know, you know, like you fall in this deep, crazy love. And that's what it was for me. It's kind of like the highs are so high and then the lows are so low. And so the first time it happened, I had no clue what to do. No idea what had just happened. You know, like here's this man that you absolutely love, and then when this happens, it's not like you can shut the love off, you know? So it's like you get so off balance, and then the sorries come, or the if you wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that, and it will never happen again. You know, we got married and had children, and I kept thinking, counseling will make him better. Anger management classes will make him better. Abuse is mental as well, and I know that that can be like a cancer inside of you, having to hear that the one you love, you know, calling you names or constantly putting you down, like that's abuse as well. I went through 7 years. 7 years of kicking him out, 7 years of taking him back, and they say the average woman will be beaten about 7 to 9 times before she leaves. And I would say it was around that, if not more, with lots of breaks in between. And there is so much financial abuse that goes along with domestic violence that you don't even think about, because, you know, I remember it would be, he'd take the phone, he'd take the car keys. I would be in such isolation, there was no way I could do anything. It happened to me the very last time when I was holding my 1-year-old daughter in my hands. I was breastfeeding her, and he picked me up and threw me against the wall as she screamed. Anything can happen. You know, 3 women a day in America die to the hands of their abusers. Like, that number is huge, because it's a lonely place. You feel so alone, and you don't want to tell anybody and be judged. And I thought, I'm not living like this. And I went states away and never went back. The most dangerous time anyone leaves is always when they leave. So as unfair as it seems to have to leave everything and start your life over, it's really the safest way. That was 10 years ago now. And never looked back, never went back. And it's kind of like you're leaving everything, but at the same time, when you can breathe and you're not looking over your shoulder and you're not worried about your kids being scared, it's like, did I really leave everything? Because this is, now I'm living. So when I showed up to South Dakota, there was a shelter, and it was actually the first time where I got to open up and spill everything, and I didn't feel crazy and alone. The shelter and being there just so you could even go in and talk was like, it was life-changing for me, really. So a place like SafeHaven, where it is, you know, you can go there and you can sleep and you can eat and you can have as much as a normal life as you can with your children. It's really life or death, you know? And the cool thing about SafeHaven is they strive so much to keep it as normal as possible. It keeps you safe. Really keeps your sanity, keeps the kids' sanity, saves a life. I mean, how many lives I can't even imagine that they've saved.